Finally, I got to talk to the man himself, Lars Marius. I finally got to sit down with him and ask him a few questions. And this first video will be on one subject only. It's perhaps very basic, but an important question to ask. One that we have been asking ourselves for 5 years now. And now you can hear it from the man himself. Lars Marius, and what is Kveik? Just a friendly reminder to all of you, I am giving away these 2 books, but I'm giving away to my patrons. I finally got my international tiers going, so it's not only for Scandinavians anymore, but also for internationals. And I will, as I said, be giving away these 2 books, even signed. So, links below to that, and let's just jump in today's episode. What is Kveik?
Kveik is basically a family of yeast strains that's only ever been found in farmhouse brewing in Western Norway. It's been maintained by the brewers for many generations. Like if you every time you try to trace the origin of a Kveik and you ask somebody, where did you get it? You call the next person, where did you get it? You always get to somebody who's dead, because it originates that far back, basically. And genetically, we can see that all of these yeasts that we find in Western Norway, they're closer to each other genetically than to any other yeast. So it's a separate family. And surprisingly, they are domesticated. It's not wild yeast. In fact, they're related to ordinary beer yeast. And that's also why you can use Kveik in something like a porter or an IPA, because it's different, but it's not that different.
So about the specific qualities, what kind of qualities makes Kveik unique?
A lot of it centers around the stress tolerance. You can dry it, you can freeze it, you can ferment very hot. You can ferment very strong beers, this kind of thing. It's also a very fast fermenter, probably because farmhouse brewers have always been, they've always fermented very briefly. Like the beer that you're going to be making now in an hour, they will probably have a party with that Sunday evening.
And it's Friday morning now, so...
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty crazy. So, this was the first episode of at least 2 from my talk with Lars Marius. And if you're eager to see more, I recommend you see one of these videos next. And until next time, traveler, safe travels.